finals day here at the German Open. We're in Mulheim, just around 30 kilometers from Düsseldorf, north of Düsseldorf. And we have a rocking atmosphere, as you can see, inside the hall. We're at the TotalEnergies Sports Hall. It was full yesterday, it's full again today. Capacity here is around 3,000. It feels like about 3 times that. And looking forward to a hugely entertaining afternoon. You'll see all 5 finals live, and there they are, starting with the mixed doubles. Chinese pair Feng and Huang looking to continue their explosive start to the year with a 3rd victory in 2023. Then we switch to singles and a men's final few would have predicted. Long looking to win his first title in 4 years against Li Shifeng. Women's doubles to follow, top seeds Matsuyama and Shida out to deny Koreans Beck and Lee their first silverware as a pair. The men's doubles is an all-Korean affair and features former partners. Kwe won titles with Seo and Kim used to star with Kang, so that should be fun. And we finish with guaranteed fireworks as the top 2 ranked women in the world meet head-on. Akane Yamaguchi versus Ansei Jeong should be an absolute classic. We cannot wait to get the action started for you here. Been here for 5 days. Semis yesterday were hugely dramatic, fiercely entertaining, and we are expecting more of the same today. It is a wonderful lineup, peaking as mentioned with that potentially explosive women's singles. Here's the mixed doubles draw then. If you're with us yesterday, you'd have seen both the semis. Feng and Huang through fairly comfortably in straight games. Kim and Jeong, well, they needed 3 to get past Yamashita and Shinoya in a bit of a classic. They just can't wait to get started, and understandably, because nor can we, to be honest. It's actually the home of German Badminton Federation here in Mulheim. And big money at stake today as well. Should mention the doubles winners will take home more than $16,500 US, and Kim and Jeong are on their way. Siding with here as Feng and Huang make their entrance. Quite a few Chinese flags in the crowd today. Little and large, these two, 6'5". Feng Yanjie, he's a foot taller than his partner. In badminton stature though, she's unparalleled in mixed doubles.
Serve. Thank you. Swap.
Interesting, chose ends on winning the toss. Yesterday didn't seem to be too much of an advantage either way. There's a little bit of drift in the hall, but not that much. So there's Kim Won-ho, who's 23 years of age now, ranked at 14. It is the best ranking. Son of the Olympic mixed doubles gold medalist, Jeong from 1996. She won it in Atlanta. And Jeong, she's 22 now. Got to a final last year. They lost in the Australian Open to fellow Korean Seon Chai. She's been in the winner's circle, I should say, in women's doubles, though, a few times in recent years. There's that semi-final that took best part of an hour and 20 minutes yesterday. They sneaked through 21-19 in the third. Before that, they were largely untroubled. And on the other side of the net, there's Feng 22 years of age. Started playing when he was just 5 years old. Former mixed doubles world junior champion. That was with a different partner. And Huang, of course, the reigning Olympic mixed doubles champion with Wang Liu. And what a start to the year these two have had. Thai Masters champions, Indonesian Masters champions. And they have yet to drop a game in the tournament, as you can see. 4 matches, 4 facile victories for the Chinese pair.
Ready to play.
Trish Gubb from New Zealand is our chair umpire, and she'll be supported by York High School of Germany as the service judge. Stand by then for the player introductions from our chair umpire, Trish Gubb.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Kim Won-ho and Jeong, Korea. And on my left, Feng, Huang, China. Huang to serve to Jeong, love all, play.
So here we go then, finals day action at the 2023 German Open. Huang serving. And I think every point they win is going to clearly be cheered to the rafters here.
Thank you.
I think the issues here for Kim and Jeong, there are a couple of them. One, can they stop Huang's dominance at the net? Two, can they stop Feng with that jump smash? They have to clear really deep. Otherwise, it could be severely problematic. It is the first meeting between these two pairs, incidentally. Each of the other 4 finals today has some history, varying degrees of history. Well, that's excellent defence from Jeong. That's what she's going to have to do if they're going to have a chance here, you feel. Not quite steep enough. Those shots from Feng. But still, the Chinese pair off to a little bit of a flyer here. Long by quite a way.
5-1.
Just looks like the Koreans haven't really settled yet under non-stop pressure from Feng and Huang. Very quickly, against players of this caliber, match can start to get away from you. And again, that's symptomatic. Lack of communication and a huge gaping space for Feng to play that winner. Doesn't have to be that close to the net, does she, to be effective?
7-1.
Jeong's in the cheap seats, having to go and fetch it off the end of a racket. Just behind the service line, but at that height, was never going to be a problem. On the line. Just the deftest touch over the net from Huang.
Service fault called too high.
First service fault of the day.
Service
You have to
over.
serve from below 1.15 meters. Service judge has some equipment in front of him to allow him to gauge that.
Service over. 9-2.
Well, Feng and Huang definitely come in as favourites here, but I don't think too many expected the scoreline to be quite so lopsided so early. Really made a fierce and a fast start, the Chinese pair.
10-2.
11-2 it is at the mid-game interval, and a lot of thinking for the Koreans, Kim and Jeong, to do. They've pretty much been blitzed in the first, what, 5 or 6 minutes of play here on finals day.
Play.
That's, I guess, where a coach earns his money. Little team talk at 11-2 down is going to test anyone.
12-2.
They just don't know where he's going to go with the shot. And the
14.
Smile tells you how much he's enjoying himself, and no wonder. Who wouldn't when you're winning the final 14-2? But you do get a sense of enjoyment. Feng and Huang really have developed this partnership so quickly and so effectively.
Service over. 3-14.
Well, not as if they need the luck of the net cord, is it? But they got 15, it anyway.
3.
Never rains, but it pours. That was in by a big, big margin.
16-3.
Clearly, the first game is beyond redemption as far as Kim and Jeong are concerned. Just going to have to try and find a way to be more competitive in the second game, but much easier said than done, obviously. Oh, fantastic defense by Huang. What a point. And you can't begrudge for 1 second the Koreans getting it on the board. But some phenomenal defense in the middle of that rally from Huang in particular. All to no avail in the end. It was being blasted at her by Kim.
for 17. Play.
Well, maybe winning that point will give them a little bit of encouragement, but it was somewhat short-lived.
Service over.
Truth to tell.
18-4.
Well shot.
Game point 4.
Must feel like a vast arena to Kim and Jeong. The spaces that Feng and Huang are finding. So 16 game points for the Chinese pair. Well, doesn't get much more comprehensive than that, does it? 21 points to 4. Feng and Huang completely dominant.
Second game, love all, play.
So Kim and Jeong trying to find some inspiration from somewhere after being absolutely blitzed in that opening game.
Love.
One thing knowing where the danger's coming from, quite another trying to stop it. Just 14 minutes, by the way, that opening game.
1-all.
Just had so few opportunities, those two. When they get them, have to grab them with both hands.
Service over.
And the problem is also,
1.
when the first game finishes 21-4, there's you've got to be a very strong personality to not start feeling a little bit of an inferiority complex. Look at the other side of the net, see two such hugely talented players.
3-1.
And with the best win in the world, it's incredibly difficult to try and turn around the momentum of the match, which has been all one way so far. That's better, much better.
Service over. 2-3.
Well, you can count the number of mistakes that Feng has made on the fingers of one hand. Certainly didn't expect him to stick that in the net. Boy, he hits it hard. And he was getting nearer and nearer, almost by the shot.
4-3.
Well, that's great anticipation from Kim.
Service over.
Didn't see any of that in the first game.
4-all.
Well, maybe they found a little bit of self-belief from somewhere.
4.
First time in the match, or in the game, I should say, rather, they have the lead. It's going to go wide.
6-4.
Well, the crowd can sense that maybe it could be a turning point in this match. Very unexpected, to be honest. And if you start to win points in clusters, it's amazing how the complexion of a match can alter very quickly. 7-4. He does have a very casual air about him, Feng.
8-4.
I don't think there's any complacency set in. I think it's just that kind of a character. You see it in all kinds of different sports. And players who just look very, very laid back. But all of a sudden, scoreboard's got a very different look than it had in the opening game. Well, called in, it's going to be challenged.
Challenges called in.
First time we've used Hawkeye today.
Correction out.
And that's why we use Hawkeye, to correct obvious errors.
5-8.
Each pair has 2 challenges per game. If they're correct, as was the case there, then they'll keep it. So they still have 2. And they're back within 3.
Service over.
Well, where on earth does this resurgence come from?
5. Feng to receive.
That's a great angle. Wonderful angle that from Kim.
10-5.
And the other thing that's noticeable now is that they're moving Feng around the back line. In the first game, he kind of had the shuttle just knocked in his direction and he was jump smashing at will. Now, they're going backhand to forehand and back again. Not that time.
Service over.
But for the most part in this game,
6-10.
it's amazing what a difference it makes. That's an obvious but still wonderfully executed shot from Huang.
10.
very, very acute angle she found, albeit it came rather telegraphed. You can see exactly where Jeong was going to play that. Once she got there, the result was pretty much inevitable. So 4 straight points for the Chinese pair, who trailed 10-5 at one stage. Actually won 6 consecutive points earlier in this game, the Koreans. Well, if there was some complacency, there isn't any more. Jeong knew what was coming there, but absolutely powerless to stop it. Last point before the mid-game break. Oh, caught completely unawares by the flicker. And the Chinese pair have the lead, albeit a slender one.
Thank you, coaches. Return to your chairs. Coach. Feng. On court. 11-10. Play. Huang.
Straight at the body from Huang.
12,
Kim just couldn't get out
10.
the way. Definitely helped by the net cord, but they'll take anything they can get at the moment, the Koreans. Got to stay competitive
11,
over the next few points. Clever.
Service over. 13-11. Thank you. On court. Feng. Now. Play.
Oh, well anticipated.
Service over. 12-13.
Certainly think Huang would want that one back, but fair play to Jeong. Yes, well done.
13-all. Wipe the court, please.
They were on the back foot for so much of the first game. Just purely having to try and repel unsuccessfully the aggressive play of Feng and Huang. Now it's turned around.
Thank you.
Huang just moving a little gingerly. The umpire just asked her if she was okay. I think she is, but
13-all.
not sure if she might have landed awkwardly a moment or so ago. Anyhow, 13-all. Still wide open the second game.
Vote.
Read the serve. Cheap point for the Chinese pair.
Service over. 14-13.
Too much height, too easy. Huang to Kim. That's okay.
Kim Won-ho challenges called in.
Well, it's their first challenge. And a good one.
Correction out. Service over. 14-all. Play.
When he winds up for one of those
Service over.
monumental jump smashes, you know what's coming, but
15,
what can you
14.
do?
Change.
Bang. That might be a costly error of judgment, letting that serve go. They did that actually in the first game as well, on one occasion. Well, can they take it home here? 4 more points required. The slumped shoulders from Jeong tell a story. Crowd are trying to help, but is it too late?
Service over.
Oh, there's a bonus for the Koreans.
15,
He's not missed many of those.
18. Service over. 19-15.
Straight down the middle, and that winner from Feng brings up 5 championship points. Well, they were much better in that second game, but in the end they could not live with Feng and Huang, who take the title here in Germany. 21-15 in that second game. They were behind 10-5 at one stage. What a year they're having. They won the Thai Masters, they won the Indonesian Masters, and now they've added the German Open to those lists of achievement. This is the final point, almost fitting that it should be Feng with power. Mid-core. Never going to miss, was he? 21-4, 21-15, 37 minutes only, the match time for that mixed doubles final. And of course we will be back very shortly with a presentation, but I think we're going to show you a few highlights first. In fact, we're going to stay with these live pictures. There's a lot of Chinese fans here in the auditorium today. They've been absolutely thrilled with what they've seen. Another look at the championship point. They were a lot more competitive, Kim and Jeong. We saw a lot more lengthy rallies in that second game, but in the end, they were very worthy and pretty comfortable winners. It's just that spell at the start of the second game where they won 6 points in a row and had that lead, Kim and Jeong.
Ladies and gentlemen, liebe Zuschauerinnen und Zuschauer, die Siegerehrung, Reward Ceremony, YONEX German Open 2023 Mixed Double. Die Siegerehrung wird gleich durchgeführt vom Präsidenten des Deutschen Wettkampfverbandes. Wir begrüßen Herrn Ralf Michaelis. Wir starten mit den Zweitplatzierten. Finalist YONEX German Open Mixed from Korea. Kim Won-ho und Bjorn Na-go.
I'm sure we'll be honest enough to admit that they were outclassed in the final. But a very respectable silver medal nonetheless.
Blumen für die Won-ho und Jeong. zu Platz 2. Gratulation nochmal. And the winner, third place, mixed double from China, Feng Huang.
Very popular winners, and they really have laid down a marker in mixed doubles so early in the season, these two. Birmingham next on their agenda.
Großartiges Finale gespielt und am Ende dann glatt in 2 Sätze gewonnen, eine überragende Turnierung. Dafür gibt es die Pokale aus der Hand des Präsidenten, selbstverständlich auch Blumen. Aber das Wichtigste ist, wir haben hier in Deutschland eine großartige Turnierung gespielt. Wir verleihen uns nochmal vor. Feng Huang from China.
So they're going to have a few photos. The winner's check, by the way, for each pair, $16,590 US. Runners-up collecting just shy of 8,000. So we're going to switch our focus next to the singles. Men's singles, Feng takes on Feng in a few minutes' time. Stay with us. There you see that QR code. Take a photo of that and download the Badminton For You app. An absolute must for all true badminton fans. You can get live scores, points as they happen, live match stats, and you can follow the match we're about to cover if you wish. And that match is the men's singles final. Feng against Feng. Met a couple